Every passing day, Nigeria get tougher in the hands of APC at all levels across the countries of Nigeria. Every passing day, the hardship get worsened. And the clueless people at the helm of affair are so clueless and helpless about the situation. Rather, they can only worsen it at the detriment of their already suffering citizens. Now, let me come back to Edo State. I will always use Edo State as a case study because like they always say, charity begins at home. My Edo State governor, in as much as I have criticized and condemned the act of demolishing buildings in the name of fighting crime, I refer to it as an economic wastage, where the economy of the country and the state is already dwindling and people can no longer feed. There shouldn't be room for any economic wastage. It doesn't make any sense. Now, the hardship in Edo is growing more than it has ever been. Are we aware that hotels owners now try to convert, or rather are all running out of business? When you invest millions or billions in a hotel only to run out of business because of some street policy by the government, then what did you make of such a society? This same government always claim to be fighting to attract investor into their state, whereas the investment that is already in your state are all dying off. Does it make sense? Edo State hotels are now being converted to 2-3 bedroom apartments, and even there are still no tenants to occupy them, because even those the tenants currently occupy people's houses can't even pay their house rent anymore. Is it schools? Because it got to my notice a few days ago that private school owners are now putting up their schools for sale because the patronage has dropped. Parents can no longer afford the tuition in private school and have now resorted to the government school. I have no problem with that, though. If you leave private school and you go to the government school, fine. But why are these private schools folding up? They are losing patronage and the government is hitting them with more tax. The government of APC and taxes, they don't know that taxation should be for those countries that don't have resources to generate revenue. In Nigeria, the oil is there. The arable farming lands are there. But because we have leaders who have failed, farming is already out of the issue because they failed in insecurity. And in the issue of insecurity, I will not blame any state governor. No state governor is responsible for the insecurity, even if it is in your village. Because the police, the army, the security, the entire security architecture is under the sole command of the President of the Federal Republic. So when the governor orders the commissioner, it is at the discretion of the commissioner to obey or say no. He doesn't take order from the governor. So I'm sure we know this, right? Now, you as a governor, what are you doing to encourage businesses in your state? That is where I will be bringing in Edo State governor. You are taxing hotels and schools above normal. Now they are all folding up. How do you even expect the people in your state to survive? It doesn't make any sense. Businesses are closing every day, and you just depend on taxes. In a state where you can generate revenue on agriculture, an oil producing state, all APC have now fallen back to is taxation. Taxation is just a proof, as a Nigerian government, it's just a proof that you are empty upstairs and cannot produce from the natural resources nature has gifted you. You are taxing the people. See, the people you are taxing are getting unemployed by the day. People are locking up their shops, and you are. Sometimes I just think about all of this and I get really confused. In the case of Edo State, please, my dear governor, have a rethink. The policies aren't working. You are still less than 1 year in office. That's why I personally don't say so much about you. But there is already enough time to see the direction you are heading. Is it the right one? Isn't the right one, sir? If you're going to keep taxing and sending investors out of the state, shutting down businesses, how then will Edo grow? I expect the government of Monday Wr0πg by now to be making strategic plan on how to industrialize Edo so that every other thing in Edo will have value. The revenue will come in. But no, that's not the case. You are scaring the existing one away with high taxes and attacking buildings in the name of looking for criminals and kidnappers. Whereas in real sense, those you claim you are looking for Actually, like we know, the government know where they are and who they are. Let's be very honest. Only a pretending government will tell you they don't know who the criminals in their state are or in fact, they know. The courtists you say you are looking for, that you are using the opportunity to bring down people's houses, are they not? Don't you think there are some in your government? You know, there are areas we don't easily talk freely. But in that area, sir, don't you think you are leaving what is in between your legs and you are hunting it outside? Courtism at the lowest level is being sponsored and funded by those in high places. So why are you attacking those at the lower level and you are leaving the ones at the top, funding them? It doesn't make any sense. So if we want to fight crime, let's fight it. If we don't want to fight it, let's let it be. After all, Nigeria has become a crime scene. You get the point? So please, I hope this message get to the authorities in charge of my Edo state. It doesn't make sense to scare away investors. It doesn't make sense. You cannot scare away the existing one and expect a new one to come in. It doesn't work that way. You get the point? So if you agree with me on this, my video, please share and make sure it gets to them. If they will hear, obviously, they don't always hear, we know. But we'll just be talking. Maybe just one day, something will touch them and they'll have a rethink. Help me share this video and don't fail to comment your thoughts and opinion. See you again in my next video.